Welcome, everyone, to College Park, Maryland, and the house has been built by guys from Boomer to Dick. Home to the Maryland Terrapins, where the fans are eager to welcome visitors into the shell. A Big Ten showdown coming, conference games where the results will stick with you for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the winners of 5 straight, the USC Trojans, taking on a team recharged after a much-needed bye week, the Maryland Terrapins. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Trojans will kick it away first. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner goes down. So the Maryland Terrapins return team didn't help matters out much there. And here comes the big fella, a staple of this aerial attack, Jesse.
And he's a guy they can line up all over the field, David. There's matchups out there waiting to be taken advantage of.
Yeah, and it's so nice to be able to do that. It makes it easy to play quarterback when you can feature a guy like this that's fast, big, and strong.
Here comes the offense on first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. The Terrapins are in the hurry-up. The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all...
Can anyone catch him? And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Welcome, everyone, to College Park, Maryland, home of the Maryland Terrapins. Fans have been eager for this clash coming up in what some affectionately refer to as the snake pit. And the Terrapins will get us started with the opening kickoff. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So USC's offense takes the field to start this game off. And this big fella can beat you in a number of different ways in the passing game, David.
Yeah, so much fun to have a guy that I can rely on, that can beat guys over the middle of the field, that can beat man-to-man coverage. This guy's the ultimate weapon.
And I love that this guy has an awesome catch radius. You don't have to be perfect as a quarterback when you throw to him. He can make you look good.
What a great job they've done in Big Ten play up to this point, and you see them now feeling as if they can accomplish something big.
No doubt, Reese, and I think it's a great start to the season. Like, again, you have goals and you have midpoints to the season where you're at right now. This is where you wanted to be. You wanted to be in the mix in one of the best conferences in all of college football, and Jesse, they're doing that in the Big Ten.
Yeah, they've been able to handle the stage and handle the pressure. With every win, that makes the next game that much bigger, and they've shown up on big stages on national television, and they've been able to deliver. This game, though, is the biggest yet. If they keep on the pace they're at, they're going to be playing for a Big Ten championship.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground with the running back.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. They think they can create space here with the run to the right. Still running at the 40. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. And the Trojans racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33.
A lot of times it's hard to see those linebackers coming down late and blitzing through a gap. The offense did a really nice job getting a hat on a hat, blocking up front so the running back could get some positive yards.
Makes the tackle right at the 28-yard line. Pick up a 5, and they'll move the sticks.
Man, I really love the way this guy looks when he's toting the rock. You think about all the high school kids out there who dream about one day donning a USC jersey and being the starting running back for the Trojans. There's so much competition, not just in the state of California, but nationally, to come to this school and be the guy, to be RB1. He's on the field for a reason. This guy is unique. He's got speed and vision. What a weapon.
It's really hard when you get in those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have to understand where that first down marker is. Heads up play, nose for the first down marker. Get in there and get it.
The Trojans getting set on 1st and 10.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Here comes the option. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll run the option. Quick toss. Headed to the end zone. Gets out of bounds after the big game, and they've got it 1st and goal.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
And the Trojans have it with a 1st and goal. Trying to run it in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They're going to run it. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point makes it 7-0. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Terrapins offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football.
The Terrapins want to crank the tempo. They'll throw it on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete.
Well, you can afford to be a little bit late as a quarterback when you're throwing crow routes into zone coverage when you've got an arm like that. This dude's got a cannon.
The play action fake. He looks that one in nicely. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Buys a little time with his feet. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close.
When linebackers blitz, not only do they have to be able to beat offensive linemen, but they're going to have to beat running backs and tight ends. You've got to have moves in your repertoire, and that linebacker showed that there.
A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He'll pull it on the read. At the 40, there he goes. Quarterback gets past the marker. Touchdown, Terrapins! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
And running the option, you got a quarterback like this that's dynamic. You tell him, I'm running the football unless they give me a reason to use another option. And he didn't need another option. Dude, what a game breaker. Just takes off, turns on the Jets. Bye, Felicia.
PAT unit on the field. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a scintillating 52-yard jaunt to the house. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded, the run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Here they come to try it again on 2nd and 10 from the 29. He's looking to throw. Unloads it left. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, the linebacker's playing zone coverage, and he's just watching the QB's eyes to see where he's going to go with the football, and the eyes take him to the ball. He's able to swat it away. Great play on defense.
Steps away to find some room. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and around the 40. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
And the Terrapins headed quickly to the line.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understand the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl.
Picked off. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always, always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
Offense getting set for first down. Trying to beat him to the left. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line.
We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They'll try to get outside. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Here comes the hurry up. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Now they're going to throw it. Quarterback moving. He'll try to do it himself. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. And the Trojans will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this run.
Might as well give it to him again. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain. The Terrapins in the hurry up. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you are going to get tested. So it's important they get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, pick everything they did on the practice field this offseason, and let these guys go play.
Yeah, and you got to let it rip, man, because that's always your first goal, right? We talk about conference championships, winning your conference, and then it gets you to where you need to go. So looking forward to getting conference play kicked off in the Big Ten.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. On second down, he'll let it fly. Going to throw it to the right. He's got his man. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Maryland!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where...
Into double coverage, and he picked it off. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. Split backs here. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Oh, he just flat ran over him. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a first down. They'll give it to the back. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They move the tight end all over. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Heftiness coming out on the goal line.
Clear. Flip it. Reload.
Go straight ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Terrapins! That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the returner will be brought down. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to
Snags it on the right. Nothing but green ahead. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, USC!
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Wyoming needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there in Laramie behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Alabama. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. That last completion sets him up on second down. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's McFadden. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. He's going to pass. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. On second down, wants to throw it. Gets it to the back. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there. Third and long coming up.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. He'll take the deep shot. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Trojans! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Getting set for the point after. And it's perfect. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. This has been a spectacular offensive showcase so far, David.
This has been unbelievable. The fireworks has been amazing. This is modern offense now. Palmer, when you look at college football, there's a lot of scoring, and defenses haven't had a lot of answers.
No, this game's been a track meet, man. So if you're on offense right here, keep the pedal to the metal. Keep the tempo going. Stay aggressive.
Going up top on first down. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. They'll start this drive with a pass. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Trojans. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Number 18.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under and make a big play for him.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfect.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They'll go empty. 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. He'll get rid of it. A strike downfield. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The throw to the outside is complete. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. And the Terrapins will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Southern Cal! Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Lining up for the PAT. And they stay on target with the extra point, up 35-21. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Nowhere close on that one as he got Will trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
A fundamental defensive football. Both teams have been relentless and gaps in passing lanes, a testament to the discipline both of these teams have shown. And with that, let's send it.
The Trojans will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Not hard to figure out why they trail to start this third quarter. 3 first-half turnovers.
So if you're on offense, let's just stay out of our way and find out what happens here in the second half. We're not even giving ourselves a chance because we keep turning the football over. If we can do that, we've got a chance to come back in this game.
I think it's a crazy balance between being really aggressive in the second half and finding ways to make plays, but also not shoot ourselves in the foot, right? Like, they didn't live well on that in the first half. Let's see if they can be a little bit more aggressive while still taking care of the football.
Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. The Terrapins want to pick up the tempo.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires downfield. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. Here they come on 2nd and 10 from the 47 after the incompletion. Working that left side now.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. They're going to ride this running back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. A lot of urgency for this offense. From the gun, running back gets the give. And you make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. And the Terrapins get it past the sticks. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
The Terrapins have pushed it inside the 20. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Maryland! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. The offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Tennessee is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the momentum may be turning. These balls have picked themselves up off the canvas before, and they are capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to South Carolina. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Crosses the 30. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Man, that's excellent blocking there on the left side of the line. They were able to get great push, get off the line, create a little bit of crease for that running back.
They just created a wall. He had all kinds of room to run.
Yeah, I might go back to that one and call that one again. It worked so well.
The running back carries the ball. Martin out of bounds after 46. Second down coming up.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making the tackle for a loss.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Coming after it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this game.
4th down and 10, and barely a thought of kicking it. They'll go for it. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And the Trojans will come to the line to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And he's got it at the 20. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. The Trojans are rolling down the field. Toss to the outside. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. You saw in that last play their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep play.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get in the red because what do we do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies, so there's not a lot of space in there to run. I like getting the ball in the perimeter. You toss it out there, you're running back. He gets out there faster. Got a positive gain. Still a couple plays here left, too.
As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, USC. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the 2nd half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead. Now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead. He'll try to tack on one more.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish it off with the score from the 4. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. How about that blocking up front and that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job, opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And the Terrapins moving quickly to the line.
I think Jesse and Reese could call offensive plays for any team if they're having this much success on the ground. It starts with the ground game, right? Like, you can chew up these kind of plays, then I can play action later on and take shots. But right now, the defense has first got to stop the run game that's been chewing them up.
He's right on target. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
And that's a first down.
Use the play fake, now to throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. The Terrapins will line it up on 1st and 10.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a feed.
The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
If a free safety comes blitzing, you've got to throw a slant behind it to the receiver. So that time, the quarterback and receiver, they may not have been on the same page.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Terrapins! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air. And this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of a game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. Get a few first downs, and I can end this football game on offense.
They're trying to get to it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Working on the right. Running toward the tape. He's at the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Trojans! They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run. My goodness, he is putting on a laser show right now. Liner, Palmer, Pat Hayden, Marinovich, you name it. These guys are going to be looking up at this dude.
Just spinning the bean all over the yard, and that's why you come to USC. Those names you mentioned, and you know that ball's going to be in your hands. You get to go make plays, and he is doing exactly that.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. They're lining up to boot it away.
49, Maryland, 35.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
They'll throw it on first down. Looking down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. He's got it down the middle. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. And the Terrapins will hustle to the line. Back to the air one more time. Makes the grab. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10.
First and goal, Maryland.
He wants to throw. To the end zone, and it's picked off. Not only a great play, but tremendous discipline by this sophomore to make the pick.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
Yeah, and a nice job by this defense. This is a critical moment, right? We got to get the football back. They're backed up, thank goodness. Force a punt here, get the football back so we can make some magic here in this fourth quarter.
They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Big third down play here. If they get a stop, you'll see an immediate timeout. They want that clock to run. And the Trojans get enough to move the chains. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Trojans will have it 1st and 10. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Offense gets set for 2nd down. A 3rd and long coming up here. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
Timeout, USC.
Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, going up top. He put some heat on that one down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds him out of the backfield. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Here they're trying to get it to the edge. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over.
And he makes the catch at the 10. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. He played through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the sealing touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.